Right, let's take a look at some of the other new features in Lumion 9. I'm just going to go over to the object properties, click on the grass, change it to the nature, and then apply the 3D grass. And as you can see, we've got a few little presets over here that we can utilize. I'm just going to go through some of the settings over here. Go into build mode, go to materials, click on the grass, and here we have the new features for the 3D grass. So again, we can adjust the grass length, the grass size, and we can do the map scale. There we've got the map rotation, the curliness of the grass, the roughness, and also just how short we want the grass to appear. But this is a feature I'll come back to later in the video. But for now, I just want to go through some of the settings. For instance, the skies that Lumion 9 has introduced. Going over to effects, let's have a look at some of these settings. So again, pretty much the same layout. Skylight 2 has been introduced. The same settings for these. Nothing much has changed there. But for weather, we have two new additions, which is the real skies and the precipitation. We can quickly load that, and straight away we can see the new real sky being added to our atmosphere. We've got a few that we can choose from. So we've got cloudy, evening, morning, overcast, sunset, and a clear sky. So coming back to cloudy, clicking on the first one, and how it loads immediately into our scene, we can change the heading. So as you can see how the sun gets affected as well. There we can also change the brightness if we so wished, and the overall brightness, and we could also flip the sky if you wanted to mirror it in the other direction. So I'm just going to quickly reload that, and let's have a look at a new sky. So let's go through and try an evening sky. Drop that in, and then we can just change the heading again. As you can see, this rotates only on a 360 horizontal rotation. And let's take a test render. Go to desktop and just go exterior. We'll call this exterior 4. Save it and let that render out. And this is actually looking very good. The new addition of the real skies has made it quite different. You can see the atmospherics are working much better than Lumion 8 did, with the addition of the real skies that's been added, and the skylight 2 as well. Let's try another real sky. Let's try this view. Go to effects, and you'll notice the sky and clouds are active over there. So we go real skies, and coming back out of real skies, you'll notice that the sky and clouds effect has been blocked because the real skies have overridden that feature. So coming back into real skies, let's go through and change the heading again. And you can see how the sun is affecting the building. So the shadows are working great. So that sun direction looks pretty good. I'm going to keep it there. So let's go to our build mode and click on materials, click on the grass, and let's fine tune this 3D grass again. So here we have a few features that we can use. Here we have a clean cut grass, a farm grass, which I quite like. And let's rotate that. So that's fine. I like it just as it is, so I'm not going to play around with any other settings there. And let's render out that scene. Call it exterior 5. And you can see just how well the grass is working along with our real skies. So for a render, that is not looking too bad. Just dropped in a real sky and just dropped in the farm grass, and I quite like what I'm seeing over here. So looking at that view, this is looking good. I like it. I think the atmospherics are working well, the lighting is working well, the real skies bounce is working fantastic, and it looks really good. And we can just use either the override file or the incremental save. And that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next.